Fire. The fire location is roughly situated between the navel and the bottom of the chest bone. It includes the solar plexus chakra, the stomach, the spleen, gallbladder, pancreas, and the liver. The triangle with a point upwards is the symbol of the aspect fire. It is a male triangle as opposed to a female triangle which points downwards. This triangle advises us likewise of the prism that divides light into the different colors. It likewise reminds us of conflicts represented by the two opposite corners at the bottom, while on top corner you discover yourself on a higher level of awareness, i.e. the heart or air location, which is where you can survey the evident opposites and understand their reconciliation. Understanding and love are the keywords in the fire location. Its reverse is the feeling of fear. The solar plexus has a strong link to the astral level of awareness, that is, to the emotional level. This energy center is particularly susceptible to other individuals' emotions. The solar plexus chakra has actually got two energy movements, one coming in and one going outwards. Individuals who get quickly overwhelmed by other individuals' emotions become introverted, hurried, and shy. They find it difficult to contact the strength movement of the solar plexus, that is, its external push of energy. This movement includes love and understanding, the just real defense against worry and inbound feelings. When somebody is overwhelmed by feelings coming from outside, the person blocks. It blocks their breathing at this level, contracting and closing off the diaphragm, and begins shallow breathing into the chest location. This cuts off their awareness from the bottom location of their body, and especially from the tummy location, which works as a type of resonator, a sounding board where your feelings can really be felt in all their agonizing dimensions. Kids, particularly young boys, may complain about stomach discomfort, which often connects to feelings they feel overwhelmed by and which they cannot manage. An effectively working fire area would help those digest feelings better. The process of digestion, physically along with mentally, indicates change. This is what is occurring energetically. Energy from listed below the solar plexus is transmuted upwards to the solar plexus, and there, by a motion approximately the heart chakra, is transformed into love, empathy, and understanding. The fire aspect likewise causes ripening and maturation, which are transformation procedures. Musically, the fire area is expressed dynamically, playing louder and softer. A great way to practice this is to play the dragon, the holler of a lion, or thunder and lightning. Dealing with a drum, using a cymbal or a gong in addition to using your own sound are really useful when doing this. Making noisy is generally something that grown-ups credit their child to do. Very early on, you are taught how to smother your fire, mostly due to the fact that the grown-ups themselves do not understand how to handle the powerful feelings they notice in a toddler, a kid, or any healthy human being from time to time. Revealing one's fire, like revealing any other aspect, is definitely necessary for staying in a balance with oneself. As soon as the individual has actually incorporated that measurement, then you can recommend to her to reveal heat, radiation, a daybreak, the mild warmth of a candle, a fire cinders, and the warm sand you might lie down on. It is rewarding looking again at how our civilization has been handling the fire element. We have prohibited open fire from most of our homes and towns. Even the Christmas tree candle lights have actually been replaced by electric bulbs. At the opposite extreme, we have actually made terrifying nuclear bombs and power stations. This has got rather out of hand. Recently especially, you can see how a lack of respect for themselves and others has led people to blow others up in addition to themselves, maybe believing that this may help restore respect for their cause and their people. The problem is that uncontrolled fire is setting off more worry, which seems to set up a limitless vicious circle of attack and counterattack. People who are dominated by worry absence heat in their expression. They stay cool. Unfortunately, these defense mechanisms can establish themselves rather early in life, and they might produce a slowing down or an underdevelopment in certain centers in the brain, especially in the frontal lobe. This often enables serious behavioral difficulties to take hold: autism, psychosis, and other prevalent advancement disorders. The navel, with its apparent link to the prenatal and postnatal duration, becomes part of the fire area. We can readily distinguish four collective fears: fear of sexuality, fear of mental disorder, fear of physical health problem, and worry of death. This offers us quite a range of themes to work with when handling the fire element. The standard transformation of emotions takes place when you can accept who you are with your whole individual history, your weaknesses and your strengths. When an energy clog in the lower area of the body is liquefied, a wave of heat may be created. Like all other heat forms, it will rise up through the body. Transforming feelings releases energy which can be used in the heart center, that is, in the air area of the body. This is gone over below. Fire also brings us into contact with light. This is an extremely important element in the improvement process, considering that light is connected to the increase of spiritual energy. Thus, fire brings about moments of light and hope. A candlelight flame is a fine example. It is light that enables you to see objects around you and which symbolically reveals to you instructions for your life. It is not surprising then that there is a strong link between the sense of sight, the eyes, and the element of fire. There is also a strong link in between the psychological and the solar plexus. Accordingly, emotions interfere strongly with the mental, and the psychological can quite efficiently manage to cut out awareness of emotions as humans. By locking the diaphragm and the contact with the lower half of the body. In order to manage fire in an efficient sense, you need the help of the aspect earth as a container and to provide strength and fuel, together with water to cool it, to extinguish it, or at least to slow it down when essential. Fire also requires air to promote it.